Good evening. This week, we conclude Sefer Bereshit. At the end of this week's Parsha, Yosef makes a somewhat strange request of his brothers. Vayashba Yosef et bnei Yisrael lemor, pakod yifkod Elohim etchem, v'ha'alitem et atzmotai mizeh. Yosef makes his brothers take a shvuah, an oath, that they would return his bones to the land of Israel. In fact, in Sefer Shmot, in Parashat Beshalach, we read that it was Moshe Rabbeinu himself who brought Yosef's bones back from the land of Egypt. Vayikach Moshe et atzmot Yosef imo, ki ashbea ishbia et bnei Yisrael lemor, pakod yifkod Elohim etchem, ve'alitem et atzmotai mizeh itechem. Almost word for word, he quotes Yosef's shvuah as he brings Yosef's bones back from the land of Egypt. Chazal actually say, Midrashim there say that this, as an aside, this shows you the tremendous value of the mitzvah of burying the dead and kavod hamet, that Yosef was the primary one engaged in the mitzvah of burying Yaakov. That's actually also this week's parsha. And he merited to have Moshe Rabbeinu be the one who buried him. And Moshe Rabbeinu merited to have God himself, Hashem himself, bury Moshe. So it's a tremendous mitzvah. But why was it so important for Yosef to have his bones taken back to Eretz Yisrael? So the Kli Yakar in Parashat Beshalach actually says that one of the reasons why it was so important to Moshe, beyond the Shvuah, was also because he wanted to show the Jewish people, who at the time were busy looking for treasure to take from the Egyptians at the time of the leaving Egypt, that there are things that are much more important, right? Chacham lev yikach mitzvot, that there are things which are far more important than just monetary gain. But perhaps there's a deeper message in this as well. You see, Yosef, even though he was the viceroy of Egypt, he could have been considered the chief Egyptian, never really felt Egyptian. In fact, his very last wish, his dying wish, was to be returned to the land of his forefathers. And this is something which is crucial to Yosef's survival in Chutz La'aretz, in Galut. He never forgot where he came from or to where he was going. Right? The Medrash says that one of the things which sustained Yosef during his nisayon with Eshet Potifar, what kept him going, kept him from falling in the trap, Dmut diukno shel aviv. He saw his father, right? And in fact, last week's parsha we read he sent the agalot. He sent the Chazal say it sounds like a Igla Rufa. They say that it was a reminder to Yaakov that this is where we were learning the parasha of Igla Rufa. And I never left. I never changed. Right? Yosef always remembered where he came from. And perhaps that is why the person chosen to lead the Jewish people back into the land of Israel is Yehoshua. Yehoshua is a descendant of Yosef. So to sum it up, Yosef HaTzadik is the archetypical Jewish person in Galut. He's the lesson that we need in order to survive our exile so that we can be redeemed. And the chief lesson is that we should never forget where we came from. Not just geographically, we belong in the land of Israel, but that we're the son of Yaakov Avinu. And we should never ever change the things we believe in and the values we hold true to. And that is what will sustain us throughout this long exile. And that is the message of Atzmot Yosef, that they go back to the land of Israel, no matter what. And we should be zocheh to have Bizarot Tovot, Yeshuot v'Nechamot, and Mashiach Tzidkenu b'mira b'yameinu.